Hello everybody. Thank you for coming by. I'm here to do a special spread with you today. I call this the Raising the Empress spread. Now, of course, we're focusing on divine feminine energy here. So divine masculine and feminine energy is present in every living thing on earth, man or woman, male or female. So take this message only as it applies to you. It could be internal to you, it could be external, it could be somebody around you, could be both. I designed this spread for self-reflection for sure. This is something that you can do at home as a check-in with yourself if you're a tarot reader, if you enjoy doing cards for yourself, which I recommend as the best way to use tarot cards. This is a teaching spread. I'm going to do a reading for sure for the overall Divine Feminine Collective, but it is a general message, so take it only as it resonates. I'll explain as we go. All right, Divine Feminine, let's check in on Raising the Empress. I like to do these readings every couple of weeks in conjunction with the moon cycle. We have a new moon in Libra eclipse actually coming up on October the 15th, I think it is. 14th or 15th, we'll check that out. And it's obviously new moons are an ideal time for manifesting. When we're manifesting, it's important to take a look at the energy we're sitting in within ourselves, because that's where it comes from. Not necessarily from our thoughts, not even necessarily from our actions, but from our internal energy. This spread is designed to help you check in with that within yourself, to see which areas of your life are out of balance, to see where you could bring more effort or balance to a situation. So this is the Empress spread. Starting off, I'm going to draw an overall energy from the wisdom of the Oracle, but I'll explain the spread first. I've laid out all of the cards. Up here we have the Empress, Divine Feminine Energy, and the Empress is the unique balance of all four queens. There is no arrival point to Empress energy. It's a constant juggling and rebalancing of our own psyche, our own feelings, and our own intentions. And it requires checking in with yourself on a regular basis to see where you're at. So the Empress is the balance of all four queens. As we're learning the lessons through our life and progressing on our spiritual path, we learn different things about ourselves at different times. The way the progression of the queens works in tarot is we start off with the Queen of Fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. There's no hierarchy per se, but some of the first lessons that we're asked to learn has to do with our own ego and our ability to manipulate and be manipulated through the place of vanity or ego. You can see the Queen of Fire here. This is about learning how to handle your confidence and personal magnetism with integrity. You can see that her beauty is all lit up, straight from the heart chakra. It is the passion of the fire signs that is very appealing. So the first lesson, of course, is how to handle the ego with maturity, to make sure that we're not able to be manipulated that way or use it unconsciously to manipulate other people. Then we get to the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. The Queen of Swords now is about learning discernment. Having processed through the ego lessons of the Queen of Fire, we get to the internal knowledge of the Queen of Swords. Now you can see things clearly. 360-degree vision with that owl there on her shoulder, right? You can see the truth, you know the truth, and you speak only the truth. So if somebody comes at you again trying to appeal to your ego, well, now you have the discernment of the Queen of Swords to be able to filter through all of that action and activity. It's our decision making. Again, it's our discernment. Very wise energy. After that discernment is learned, now we get to move into the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Very intuitive, very emotional. Before we can actually trust our own intuition and our own feelings to guide us, we have to make sure, of course, that discernment and ego are well underhand, right? Then in comes the emotional body and nurturance of the Queen of Cups. This is where we're now able to hand out love and emotion from a very honest and balanced place internally. Then we get to the final, the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is all about knowing how to take care of yourself as well as other people. It's about having everything you need in your own life, in your own world, to create stability and thereby offer it to those around you. This queen here, the Queen of Pentacles, has already learned the lessons of the ego, of the mind, of the emotions, and now it's about how you handle life, the seeds you plant and what you grow. It's about how you take care of yourself and everybody around you, financially as well. Having all of those earthly things put into place. So when I'm doing this spread and we're checking in for the new moon, what I'm going to do is check in with each of these queens and just see where that energy is at within the collective. You'll see as we go. All right, you guys, let's start off the reading here with the wisdom of the oracle. Let's get an overall message for the divine feminine. Oh, interesting. Flying out of the deck decisively, we have the poised card, ready for action. You might be about ready to take a leap of faith in a new direction, or poised because something in your life is about to change. You can see how this angel here is perched on that pillar, on her tiptoe, right on the edge, ready to jump off and reach for a new wish. That's very interesting. On the bottom of the deck, we have time to go. Okay, so maybe you've been holding back on taking action or letting go of things from your past. And this is saying that you're poised for a new life, a new leap of faith. And it's time to let go. The time is now, divine feminine. Let's get into the reading here. I'm going to be using the Lune de Luniverse, a very beautiful, very feminine deck. I got this off Etsy, you guys. Let's check in with this Empress. Let's get 3 cards for the overall energy here of the divine feminine, please. We have the Chariot, Cancer's major arcana. Talk about poised and ready to go. The Chariot is where you have now learned a lot of lessons about how your emotions and your internal landscape can pull you away from the direction of victory. This is about unifying the 2 sides of yourself to aim that chariot in a direction you want to go in. You're poised to go, divine feminine. Poised in the Chariot. That's fast moving energy. Again, you might be ready to take a leap of faith in a certain direction here. Let's see, what else do we have for divine feminine, please? Okay. Oh, interesting. 2 kings here. We have the King of Wands and the King of Swords. Now, this could be you, having learned some very difficult lessons through that Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, the ego and discernment. But this could also be a divine masculine energy around you. The King of Wands and King of Swords is one of my favorite combinations. Yes, very magnetic, appealing, and sexy energy here, but also a very honest and clear communicator. This could be somebody that you're preparing to head towards, divine feminine, whether, again, that's internal or external. It could be right now that there's something new happening for you on a career level as well. With that King of Wands and King of Swords, it requires that you trust your discernment and your own ego to not lead you astray in this situation, whether that's somebody around you or yourself, divine feminine. Let's see. But you're ready to move, that's for sure, and it's about having confidence. Speaking of confidence, let's see how this Queen of Fire is doing. The ego, the discernment, the confidence, the self-confidence in your own passion. Okay, what do we have? The 9 of Wands. Fire energy, interesting for the Queen of Fire here, but the 9 of Wands is about perseverance. It's about getting very, very poised on the edge of a brand new experience, a whole new beginning. Now, you've been fighting this path for quite some time. This path might have something to do with, again, learning lessons about your own ego and your ability to manipulate and be manipulated in that sense. Right? And the 9 of Wands, there's only one more step. You're almost there. This is about having the perseverance, the courage, and the willingness to keep fighting for what you want, for your path. Along with that, we had the Queen of Cups. Interesting, because the Queen of Cups is carrying over here water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This could be about your emotions as well. Very beautiful. Okay, it could be an emotional experience that you've had to learn a lot of lessons about. Let's get one more for the Queen of Fire, please. Look at this. What a powerful spread we're getting this morning, Divine Feminine. Beautiful, beautiful Empress card. Yeah, she's beautiful to look at, but look at that wisdom and experience in her eyes. The Empress only comes from a lot of hard work and learning difficult lessons. This could have to do with how you feel, right? And the confidence to take that one more step. You're poised. You're almost ready. Interesting. With the Empress and the Queen of Cups here. Divine Feminine energy all over this. Let's see this Queen of Swords. This is your mind. This is the stories we tell ourselves. Oh, the Two of Swords. Okay. I love how the queens are showing up with their own elements. The Two of Swords is the need to make a decision. It's sitting at a crossroads where you're trying, like hell, to use your mental discernment to see what you should do to make a decision. The problem here is that it's being guided by the Queen of Cups, how you feel, not how you think necessarily. Sometimes things aren't clear enough, mental enough, for the Queen of Swords to be able to make that decision. So right now, you're indecisive, and that could be what's holding you back with this poised energy. We do have the King and Queen of Swords and the King and Queen of Wands out already. What else can you tell us about this Queen of Swords energy? Divine Masculine here with the Emperor. I'm laughing because there's just so much synchronicity in this reading already. With the Emperor, we have Capricorn, Taurus, and Aries energy here. This could, again, have to do with making a decision about this Divine Masculine and creating something with them going forward. This could be a Knight of Swords, a King of Swords. Oh, you guys, I am so sorry. I just realized this is actually the Knight of Wands. I am so sorry. I know I said the King, and that could mean something too. But the Knight of Wands here is an action taker. This is somebody who comes in and gets things going based on passionate action. The Knight has a lot to say, comes in, delivers messages, not worried so much about where it's leading. But this is coming with this King of Swords. It's time to get something started. Time to go on the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's see. Why is the Emperor here? Okay, so the Emperor could be this King of Swords. Okay. Why is the Emperor here? And that card almost wanted to come out. The Emperor. The Ten of Wands. There's that completion. Oh, I like this, Divine Feminine, because we have the Nine of Wands over here in having the confidence to take that one step more, right? And this is being guided to you through your heart, through your intuition with that Queen of Cups. The Ten of Wands is the releasing of a burden, something that you've been working towards for a long time. This is the completion energy, Divine Feminine. Beautiful. And this has to do with that Queen of Swords. So you can release the burden and take that leap of faith with poised. But you're sitting at the crossroads because there's some kind of fear here. We'll get back to that. But it's like this queen doesn't quite have enough facts. The Queen of Swords likes facts to make a decision when it comes to this Divine Masculine energy. Let's check in with the emotional body and the intuition of the Queen of Cups. Now we have her back here guiding the Empress through the lessons of the Queen of Wands, the ego, the pride. Okay, we had one drop on the floor for the Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness. And it is the Lover's card. Wow. Gemini's major arcana. But the Lover's card is a deep soul connection, and this goes hand in hand with that Two of Swords. Here's the problem. The Lovers comes in and it requires often that you make a decision. Originally known as the Choice card in tarot, I call it the No Choice card. Of course, we have free will about what we want to choose, but it's going to live in our hearts forever because it is a soul calling, and the Queen of Cups can feel that big time. You could be dealing with a soulmate for sure with this King of Swords, Emperor energy. But there is a need. And that could be about two sides of yourself, two directions you could go in, two different people. Whatever it is, Divine Feminine, this is what's living in your heart and your intuition. And we have the Queen of Swords trying to use discernment to figure it out. But the Lover's energy is not one that can be figured out with the mind, which is why the Queen of Cups is holding it. What else do we have here for the Queen of Cups? Something's pulling at ya. The Six of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. The Six of Pentacles is all about equal give and take. It's about finding a balance of energy, investment, time. It could also be an offer that you want to extend. But there is something where you're restoring balance within your emotional body to do with this Lovers. Yes, it can be rattling for sure. And okay. Yeah, okay, we have Judgment. Sag and Scorpio. Judgment is an interesting card for me. It has the scorpionic component of Pluto rising up from ashes and lessons of the past, using the karma that we've learned through Pluto to project ourselves going forward, sort of deciding whether or not you're going to allow energy from the past to hold you down anymore. Judgment is about accepting an offer as well. The Sag component of the Judgment card is the freedom we gain from rising out of those ashes and deciding to open our lives to new adventures. You definitely need to make a decision here, Divine Feminine. Let's go to the Queen of Pentacles. This is our money, our self-care, our stability. What do we have, please? Nice. We have the Magician. Lots of major arcanas coming out for you, Divine Feminine. We have Virgo and Gemini here. Okay, let's get one more before I take that any further. But the Magician is you using all of the tools you have to manifest the life that you want going forward. Ten of Swords. Okay, let's get one more, please. Okay. And Temperance. More Sag energy here. There is so much energy here, guys, of Divine Feminine sort of finding that balance within you. There is something that's going to require you to take a risk. And with the Magician, we could be pointing to that new moon, right? This is now where you can manifest. With the Ten of Swords and Temperance here, something in your life came to an end. And it was a long and difficult learning cycle. And Temperance is you using the wisdom that you've gained, using that level ground that you've now achieved to manifest something that's good for you with this Queen of Pentacles. So with Temperance and the Ten of Swords, what it's saying is that before you can step into that stability and that abundance, you're still kind of finding level ground after a difficult cycle in your life. We have the Ten of Wands present, and we have the Ten of Swords. So you're almost there, basically. The only place I'm seeing some trouble here is in the Queen of Swords. So let me grab a different deck. What am I going to do? Let's grab the Lights here and check in with this Queen of Swords. What is this Ten of Wands about? This is that burden, and this is reaching the end of that cycle. The Page of Swords, more swords, more air energy here. The Page of Swords is you standing back. You're kind of like this Queen of Swords is what's preventing you from going all in on whatever this situation is. To do with this Divine Masculine, this Emperor energy. Let me see, what do we have here? Yeah, the Two of Swords. And here's the Page of Swords. You're like, now this could involve electronics, communication over the World Wide Web. Yes, I just dated myself. Oops. But anything technology related. Could be text messages, anything like that. All right. And the Page of Swords is you being like, no, I need more information. The Queen of Swords is like, I'm not ready to throw all in yet. There's something here. And it's causing you a bit of a burden, this standing back, watching, waiting. What? Give me more on this Page of Swords. I want to see. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Okay. We have the Ten of Cups. More water energy. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Yeah. Will this bring you ultimately the full fulfillment? We go from the Ten of Wands to the Ten of Cups. It's time to get out of your own way and allow happiness in. The Queen of Swords can very much work as a filter for happiness in a sense, because she's very, very cautious. And so she processes feelings through the mind rather than the heart or the intuition. So it could be that there's fear for you about fully immersing yourself into a new situation because this 10 of Cups hangs in the balance. But then we get the 8 of Cups, more water energy. And the 8 of Cups is about having the courage to go forward and accept a partnership. 2 cups are missing from the 10, right? Here's you deciding that it's worth taking that journey. It's worth allowing your heart to open even though you don't know where it's going. This could lead to your 10 of Cups. You can see how in the 8 of Cups she's walking towards that sunset, leaving behind things that were not quite fulfilling enough in search of total emotional fulfillment. Let's get one more on this 8 of Cups. Where are we going? Towards the partner, I think, right? Towards this Emperor who represents the 2 of Cups. There's the Ace of Swords, making a decision finally with that Queen of Swords. I love this because we go from the 10 of Swords, which we have here, to a brand new beginning with the Ace of Swords. Perfect clarity. Let's get another one. And a decision. You could be communicating. There's the 9 of Wands again. This is a burden. This is you. You're like, I'm ready to fight for that emotional fulfillment now. Getting out of your own way with that Ace of Swords. Yes. Oh, I love this. The Hierophant, Taurus's major arcana, and the 6 of Wands. The Hierophant is about commitment. It's about putting something into a formal agreement of sorts. It can be about your spiritual calling as well, Divine Feminine. Some of you might be standing in the way of your success when it comes to that. But the Hierophant here is about deciding that you want victory in this situation. Getting out of your own way. It's really worth the fight. Let's get one more. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Oh my gosh. Whew. The 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands is about allowing cycles to come to an end. With that Ace of Swords, it's like there is a new beginning here and you can go for it. It's just, again, about getting out of your own way. There's something here that you don't trust yourself with. This Queen of Swords is afraid to make a decision. Let's check with the Queen of Cups again, because we have that offer, that balance with Judgment and the Lovers. Anything we need to know more about this Queen of Cups energy? This is Justice and the 9 of Swords. More Swords energy, interesting. The King of, what we have here very clearly, Divine Feminine, is the head and the heart are battling with each other. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. The 9 of Swords, again, is an energy about trying to predict outcomes that can't be predicted. You're very worried about something. And this Justice energy has to do with restoring balance or getting what you deserve. And it's to do with the Lovers here. Justice. Libra energy. We have all of that Libra energy in the sky right now, which I mentioned. Also, on October the 9th, we have Pluto and, where did my mind go? I'm sorry, Pluto and Mars. Pluto's in Capricorn, Mars is in Libra. They're falling into exact square with each other. That brings about a whole bunch of change when it comes to the romantic life and partnerships. We got the 6 of Pentacles again. Repeating energies here. You're going to need to make a decision. And this is based on what's balanced and fair to you. It could be an offer. And you're very much stressed about this situation. We have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Somebody who's going to offer you something. But your head and heart are at war with each other. The Queen of Pentacles is looking pretty good. You're coming from a balanced state. Temperance, 10 of Swords, and the Magician. You've found that balance. You've learned the lessons of the 10 of Swords. And now you can manifest and accept this offer. To me, it looks like something you've been poised and holding off on for quite some time. Okay. No, the Queen of Wands looks pretty good to me here. Let's see. Anything else about this Queen of Wands for Divine Feminine? The Page of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Yeah, that's a message that came in recently as well, and it could have to do with this Emperor making you an offer. Why is the Page of Cups here? It could be a shy, exploratory beginning, right? Okay. The High Priestess, Pisces major. So many major arcanas, poised for sure. There's something about to break loose. No question with the Chariot and the Knight of Wands. Very fast moving, passionate energy. And with the High Priestess, it's kind of like what you've been sensing. Queen of Cups, High Priestess, is most certainly about to take place. The Nine of Wands, yeah. You know it too. It's almost there. Let's just see what this Temperance card is about. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is in good shape, Divine Feminine. You know how to take care of yourself. Something came to an end. Yeah, Five of Swords and the Chariot. Okay. Now, with the Five of Swords and the Chariot, coming off the Queen of Pentacles, we have that repeating energy of the Chariot, which the Empress is holding. This, once again, is about moving on from internal conflict, fears, doubts, all of that kind of sharp stories we tell ourselves that may or may not be true. This is moving forward from that and allowing yourself to be released from restrictions. The Queen of Pentacles only wants to take action on what's good for her. Back here, you found your balance with something that had come to an end, a cycle in your life, a learning cycle, where now you have the discernment to manifest from a place of healthiness, of what's good for you with this Queen of Earth, right there. Interesting. And then comes the Six of Swords and the Chariot, moving on from all of that murky energy that the Queen of Swords is bringing into the situation. All right, let's go to the Good Tarot and see if there's any advice here for Divine Feminine. So it's a head and a heart battle. In your intuition, you know already what you want to do. You're poised, time to go, ready to take action. Now, Divine Feminine sits in pure receptivity. So there could, oh, look at this. After 2 Ten of Wands comes the Ace of Wands. I love this, particularly in the Good Tarot, because you can see how it's kind of like a wish that's been harnessed to guide your way going forward. A new path is unfolding for you, and you know that. This is a Roman candle of passion, and it lights up the heart chakra. And it gives you the impetus you need to take that leap off of the pillar and into your new future. What else do we have with this Ace of Fire? Oh my goodness, all right. 7 of Cups, 8 of Swords. 7 of Cups, emotional confusion. You're not really sure. Remember I said that Queen of Swords is trying to determine everything ahead of time? Now with the 8 of Swords, that's that queen stuck in the mind space trying to see clearly what the potential is in this situation. But what the Queen of Cups is saying is that it does have balance. Get out of your head and take that leap of faith on what it is that you're wishing for, even though you can't clearly see what all of those 7 cups contains. And that's what's got you all wrapped up in your mind. But it's coming with the Ace of Wands. You're like, I'm not sure about this new beginning. There's a lot of passion involved in it though. Okay? Anything else? Advice for Divine Feminine? We have the Page of Cups. So you might send a message to somebody. One more. One more. And the 3 of Fire. That's beautiful. The 3 of Wands is all about setting sail on a brighter future. It's about using your heart, your imagination, and your passion to frame a vision for what you want to create going forward. You're waiting for a message maybe around that, or for what you manifested to happen. One more word of advice. This is saying, keep a positive outlook. We got you going down a bit to the 2 of Fire. So standing back again, watching, waiting, surveying the landscape. Okay, let's get one more. 2 of Fire. For your Emperor, who's coming in, and you're waiting for this. You're ready to get things going at this point. The advice that's given to you here is to get out of your own mind and know that you have what it takes to take this risk of faith. And there is the messenger of water. We saw him on the bottom of the other deck. Here comes the Knight of Cups, the offer, the confession. We move from the Page of Cups, where there was emotional confusion, to this Emperor coming in with a very clear message. Very romantic, very sweet. At least it graduated up from the page back here. So you're ready, perched on the edge, having learned a lot of difficult lessons, even though there's emotional confusion about this situation. You're hoping, waiting, and ready to take this opportunity that comes in with Divine Masculine, the Emperor here. Now, if this is an internal energy about the Emperor within, in other words, Divine Masculine, this is saying you can actually make the gesture towards whoever or whatever it is you're poised to take action on. Moving from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. Actually delivering the message or the offer. And then we get the Ten of Cups. Total emotional fulfillment, which we saw down here with the Queen of Swords, right? So it's like once you release that mental trap that you're in, needing to control the outcome, trying to anyway, because there's some emotional confusion and you're not really, you want certainty here. Once you release that, then the Emperor, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups can enter the picture. So using your mind as a filter for opportunity, for love, for emotion, isn't really doing you any favors here, Divine Feminine. It's blocking the balanced energy that's coming in your way with that Queen of Cups. So the mindset needs to have a little work. Now, the Queen of Swords comes by her wisdom and discernment through much hardship. Again, difficult learning lessons. So it can be a little bit difficult to release that idea of being in control. But if you do, in comes the Ten of Cups. We have Divine Masculine and Feminine showing up here twice. Okay? So that's pretty, pretty indicative. Let's go to the True Love reading cards. Trust that you know how to take care of yourself and keep yourself balanced and nurtured. That's because the Queen of Pentacles is coming up here very, very strongly. So you've got that, Divine Feminine. Any other messages for the Divine Feminine here from the True Love reading cards? The Garden. The garden is abundance. It's about the seeds you've planted reaching fruition and culmination. The Emperor and the Empress can create this paradise together. This is what you want to grow. This is the partnership. And manifestation. We have that with the Magician. Interesting. See how all her chakras are in alignment? That's the alignment of the head, the heart, the sacral chakra through that Queen of Wands, and the earthy energy of the Queen of Pentacles. This is a beautiful place to manifest from. One more. One more for Divine Feminine. Spiritual maturity. Beautiful energy. Absolutely. Because all of these lessons here is what forms this spiritual maturity. The road, the path you've walked, that Ten of Wands, is leading towards a brand new beginning. We have the new moon there. One based now on spiritual maturity and enlightenment. The difficulty of these lessons has brought you that. It's beautiful. We have soulmates on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. King and Queen of, the Emperor and the Empress. Okay. Now, let's close this with some cards of it. Do I want to do this or astrology? You know what? I'm going to do the astro deck. It called to me all of a sudden. Now, this could be astrological energy present in your chart, in someone around you, or it's just overall influencing this situation. We had too many fall out here. Sorry, you guys. Let me gather them. Okay. Card explosion. I'm going to take the one that fell face down, the only one that did. Oh, isn't that interesting? We have Libra here. With all of that Libran energy in the sky, I'm not surprised. Libra rules the 7th house of the zodiac. Long-term relationships and intimate partnerships. the perfect balance of divine masculine and divine feminine energy. Okay? When that new moon hits, you guys, there's 5 planets in Libra at that time. Uranus, Aquarius's ruling planet. Uranus brings change, the new vision. So something is going to change here in this situation. North Node, this is your destined calling. It's your future, what you're heading towards. Okay, let's get one more. You could be dealing with a Libra. I'm not really calling out signs in this one because I don't think they ultimately apply. We have the opposition or the confrontation, and then we have Mars. There's Aries energy, opposite sign of Libra. This is about taking action. So yeah, whether you have to embody this masculine energy yourself, divine feminine, get out of your own mental way and off of this pillar where you're poised to take action, harnessing the energy of Mars to go for it, or this is you waiting for somebody to come in and go for it themselves, right? Bring about this change. I love that Libra has the code word balance in the Star Codes deck. We saw that with Justice, Libra's major arcana, appearing here in your spread, and also Temperance. Okay. So this is about taking action. Okay, I lied. I'm going to close the reading with one card. I can never not with this deck. One card from the Lover's Oracle. Okay. Divine Feminine. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Very feminine energy. Look at her rising out of the lotus flower. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Okay, we got to do another one. The path is clear if you want it to be. There's nothing stopping you but your own mind, Divine Feminine. That Queen of Swords is being very protective. Balance. Life is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Balance. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy. All right, you guys, I'll stop. That's what I have for you. I hope this spread was useful, you guys. I hope you try it out on yourself at home. Of course, you don't have to throw as many cards as I do. I'm just a bit of a card nut. Not a bit. But it is, I find, very useful for self-reflection. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it's useful. And I'll talk to you very soon. I love you guys very much. I'll be back with one for Divine Masculine pretty soon. Bye for now.